Good morning, children of God. How many of you know how to swim? I taught my children how to swim because I didn't want them to have the experience of being afraid of the water. And I remember my youngest daughter, Susan. When we lived in Decatur, I took her to the Y. And they had this special pool. And this special pool had a bottom that could go up and down. So the first few days I would take my daughter. I was in my swimsuit. Yes, I looked better then. But anyway, I'd take her into the pool. They had just a little bit of water so she could splash around. And then as the lessons went along, they would lower it. So the water would get deeper and deeper. Until finally she began to learn how to put her face into the water and began to learn how to use her arms and kick. And so I'm very proud to say all three of my children can swim. But you know what? It's something you still have to do to practice a little bit. But I also remember my children had a pair of these, and I want to show them to you. They're just like this. They're called, or at least in my family, they're called floaties. And what these do is they allow your child to jump off into the water and not be afraid. Because they'll hold their arms up and keep their head above water. But pretty soon, they didn't need the floaties anymore. You might wonder, what am I talking about? Well, I'm also talking about baptism. When you were all baptized, it wasn't just the water, it was God's Spirit. And God's Spirit has not left you. And God is trying to teach you how to swim in life. Some days you may not even think of the Spirit, but understand, like the floaties, like parents, the Spirit's going to continue to connect. And some days you'll recognize God is with me. Remember that next time you're swimming.